Hey guys and girls, it's Dr. Mack here with question number 32 off of our practice ACT. I want to talk just briefly about the structure of the ACT. Not always are the questions going to be hard at the back of the test and easy up front. Quite often, a lot of folks would say that the easier questions are up front and the harder ones in the back, but this is just not always true. And if you take a look at this one, you'll see, yes, there are some very easy questions, even in the back of the exam. What makes this a little bit more daunting to students sometimes is just simply that it's a word problem. And remember, we have talked about this several times already in the course, but when you run into a word problem, most of the cognitive demand of that problem is going to be in reading the question. So it takes a little time to read the question. And if most of these questions are solvable in about a minute, give or take, some will take less, some will take a little more. But if you're spending most of that minute reading the facts of the question, how much time can they really require you to do much that's computational or difficult technically? Not very much. So in a lot of regards, you can expect that the questions that are word problems are often going to have easy and straightforward solutions, and this is no different. So this is one of those little gems that if you can find them late in the test, don't be afraid of them. Read the question, pull out the information, and go from there. So what we would notice is that, well, 3/4 of the pies are apple and pecan. So 1/4 of the total pies. So what we're going to let we need to define a variable here. We want to let x be the total number of pies sold. So then 1/4 of x, which is what's left over after the apple and pecan, would be equal to 24 plus 8 equals 32. Therefore, x equals 32 times 4, which is 128 pies total. Were sold that day at Lawan's Bakery. So 128 pies total. Folks, this is something that I really hope you pay attention to in terms of ACT strategy. Sometimes the easiest questions on the test are the word problems. The math behind this you've been doing since 6th grade. But reading under pressure, thinking calmly under pressure, that is what the test here really is about. It's all about, can you be composed under a little bit of exam pressure? Are you willing to read and read carefully and just be a little bit disciplined and attentive in the exam when you feel the stress of the time pressure? So it's always worth it to read the question carefully, and you should never shy away from a problem just because it's a word problem. All right, folks, thanks for watching. That's all I've got for this video. I'll see you in the next one.